My name is Anthony Lee. I hold a doctorate from UCLA in African history and African American history. I'm retired as a professor of basically African American history. I taught at UCLA and at West Los Angeles College. I have published a good deal on the subject. Um, I was a member of the Bruce's Beach Task Force that was originally uh, appointed by the Manhattan Beach City Council. And then after that, have been a member of Manhattan Beach United, MB United, which is an advocacy group which has advocated for recognition of Bruce's Beach and for the artwork and for commemorations and so on. So I've been involved for a few years now with this advocacy. Bruce's Beach has a history that goes back 100 years and more, actually. This was important to African American history because in 1912, the Bruces, Willa and Charles Bruce, were able to purchase some beachfront property in northern Manhattan Beach, which they then opened as a resort that welcomed Black people to the beach. This is 1912 now, and everything is segregated. There were really only two beaches in the whole state that would tolerate African American people coming to enjoy leisure or sunbathe or swim in the beach. One was Bruce's Beach, the other one was in Santa Monica. So it became, over the years, very important to the African American community in Southern California. This was a historical period where leisure making at the beach was just getting started as an American pastime. It didn't exist before then. And of course, Black people were eager to participate in this new, kind of cultural, popular development. So this was one of the only places where they could go. And this was true of Latino or Latin residents also, who were not welcome at all white beaches. Mexican Americans came from as far away as San Diego to be able to come to Bruce's Beach and just enjoy a day at the beach. So the Bruces developed a rather thriving business. They built a little beach house and a dance hall and, sold refreshments and so on. And it became extremely popular. As a result, a number of Black families bought property in the immediate area and built houses there, and a little Black neighborhood was forming. And this didn't seem to bother anybody at the time, actually. That is the early days before World War I. The whites were happy to have a segregated beach in northern Manhattan Beach, and the Blacks were happy to have one too, because that was someplace they could go to the beach. That all changed after the First World War, however, when it became clear that African American people were going to begin to demand full rights of citizenship and full access to all aspects of American life. And so there was a change of attitude on the part of the Blacks and on the part of the whites. On the part of the Blacks was that we want to be fully we want full access to everything. And on the part of the whites was we have to get rid of these people before they do something crazy. So the city council in Manhattan Beach came under pressure to kind of get rid of this Black resort. It was very, very popular. And on the weekends, literally hundreds of Black people would come to this northern area of Manhattan Beach. There was a public transportation nearby and they could get here. So at first they were just harassed and fences were put up and it was made more difficult for them to get to the beach. But eventually the city council decided that they would have to do something. So they actually, by eminent domain, confiscated all of the land in the area, which is now Bruce's Beach Park, which included almost all of the Black residences and certainly the beach resort and the beachfront property. And all of those people had to leave. The Bruces did fight this in court, but by 1924, they had lost all their court cases and they were forced to move out of Manhattan Beach, just like everybody else was. And this little emerging Black neighborhood was wiped out. Well, this piece is just profoundly important to the city of Manhattan Beach and to the Black community in this area, because it is an opportunity for redemption, actually. After the murder of George Floyd, there was sort of a wave of reflection in the United States about race relations. And that's when this whole issue of Bruce's Beach and the artwork was raised. And it is needed in order to memorialize the racial injustice which took place here, which the city has apologized for in the last couple of years, by the way. But it also is supposed to be a place of reflection, looking back on the past, looking forward to the future, a kind of place of hope and remembrance. It should be, this artwork should be a very profound statement of American history and hope for the future and lament for the past. I mean, it has a lot. I mean, the weight of this artwork is going to be very heavy on the artist, whoever he or she is, because it's got a lot of work to do. We have to remember the past, but we have to let go of resentment and anger and embrace hope and reconciliation and, you know, coming together for the future. But that is work that is yet to be done. So. It was not that we did not have faith in the artists who were all, at least the finalists, were very accomplished and we respected quite a bit. But it seemed to us that the artists didn't fully understand the gravity of the commission that they were being given, that it was really more than just a piece of art that could be, you know, enjoyed in passing or something. It was, the art really was supposed to accomplish almost a spiritual purpose here. And I know that's a lot to ask, but that's what art is all about after all. So Yeah, we felt that the art was substantial and was beautiful, but was just too shallow for the job that it needed to do. And so we're looking for the artist to fully understand the history of Bruce's Beach and the motivation for this artwork, and to understand the gravity of the um, of what they're being asked to accomplish, basically. Well, I certainly want to salute the artists who, uh, submit for this project, because it's asking a whole lot and it's a big ask. Uh, and really, I feel that the whole purpose of art is to excite a spiritual response in the viewer, or whoever it is, the listener or whatever, that would be unique to the individual, of course, but that the artist has to be willing to bring forth.